Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I'm joined by Carl Yousaf. Carl, how are you today, mate?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, mate. Tough session at the Steel City Gym this morning. How did you find that one?
Yeah, it was a cold morning. Obviously, it's Monday. He's put us through our paces today. We've all trained together, and what we tend to do is during the week, we always start off on a Monday with all the group together. So it's good we all push ourselves, and I think that's what we need for beginning of the week, to see all of us pushing through.
Definitely setting kind of the levels for the rest of the week.
Of course, yeah. Once you set the bar, you've got to maintain it. Not just throughout the week, but throughout the camp.
Definitely, perfect. Obviously, we caught up kind of, I think, halfway through last year.
Yeah.
Obviously, you returned to the ring in 2022. Kind of, you gained back some momentum that you lost, I think, with a couple of years out of the ring. How will Carl Yousaf when your career, we've got a long time yet, but when your career's done, how will you look back on 2022?
2022, it was for me to get back. So beginning of the year, I started off training. I knew I weren't going to start off with a fight date within the first couple of months. I always knew it was going to be maybe just after summer. We got back fighting in September, so I'm going to always look at 2022 as me getting back from the injury I come off, and many people probably wouldn't come back from the injury. I pushed myself through. I did a lot of physio, strengthened my whole body, and I'd always look at it as a progression, shall I say. So 2022 is all about progressing, getting back. So that's what I always look at it as to be.
Perfect. And obviously, back to where you were, obviously, I remember last time we spoke, kind of, you were English Flyweight champion before your injury, and now the get back. Is it more now kind of, obviously Conor Kelsel's got that title at the moment, is it on about pushing past that level? Now, obviously you've won that belt, it's not like you need to go back there. Is it on about pushing for, is 2023 more about pushing for the British title, an international title, a world ranking? Is that what 23 is about?
Yeah, 100%. The ambitions have always been high from me and my team, and when I won the English title back in 2018, I was on a roll. I was flying. I felt strong. I felt at my peak, which I still do. But with all the delays and the injuries and everything, that's why with the September date, what I fought last year, it was more so I was looking very well in training, but I always knew I was out of the gym, out of the ring for 3 years. So no matter how good I look, I always knew there were going to be cobwebs. So I got put in for a 6th rounder, and it was a game opponent, which is exactly what I needed at the time. But now it's just all about pushing on, getting the rounds in, getting a lot more sparring in, and it's just time for me to accomplish what I've always wanted, and that's British title, that's European title, and it's going all the way.
Perfect. Obviously, you've got a big fight with Tommy Frank and Jay Harris. I think it's March 10th.
Yeah.
Are you kind of, is that a fight that you're keeping your eyes on, maybe fighting the winner further down the line, or is it just going at your own pace?
Yeah, it's maybe in the future. I'm not really campaigning at that division anymore.
Oh, okay. So
so I'm campaigning at Bantamweight now.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's not a fight I've always looked for with the Tommy Frank and all these other guys. Of course, maybe a couple of years back we wanted the fight, but it's not something that I'm going to be dwelling about. Oh, I've not fought Tommy Frank, or I've not fought this guy. I'm just going at my own pace. I'm at my peak, and I'll be like this for a good couple of years. Do you know what I mean? So it's just taking my time and just winning what I need to win.
Perfect.
That's what it's all about.
Do you have kind of a fight date or a fight kind of time frame when you would like to be back in the ring?
Yeah, they're looking at March 17th, Barnsley Metrodome, looking to do a 10-rounder. Fingers crossed, no injuries, no nothing, everything goes smooth, and just it's getting the rounds under my belt. Once I get the rounds under my belt, we're ready to go for everyone.
Perfect. And another game opponent, another shaking off that ring rust, and then straight back into title contention.
Yeah, so I don't really know an opponent, but of course we're not going for no bum away. We've got to step up, and we've got to get that where the fighters are at a good level. You know what I mean? I've had 18 fights. I've got the experience. I just need the experience over longer rounds now.
Perfect. And what can people expect to see when they watch Carl Yousaf in the flesh? What can people expect?
They can see a little bit of flashy moves from me. Always ready, and of course, more than anything, it's always looking the part. You've got to look the part. Look, it's Monday morning. Look how fresh I'm still looking after this brutal session that we've done. So it's always going to be quality when you see me. That's what I can say.
Carl, Yousaf, thank you very much, and best of luck at Bantamweight.
Thank you, bro. Nice one.